to Kids Paranormal. With me, Emma.
And me, Dad. Thank you all so much for staying with us. We weren't here last week, were we, Emma? Can you tell them why we weren't here?
Because we were sick.
We were sick. Emma had a tummy bug and she gave that to Daddy, which meant Daddy missed out on a full weekends of work. So parents out there, hope you can appreciate Daddy was sick in more ways than one. But we're back this week, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a good episode and we're going to be doing some Halloween tales next week, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we're going to try to release a couple of different episodes with some spooky real life ghost stories on. Do you think that'll scare them?
Yeah.
Yeah, will you be scared when I'm telling you them?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see. Guys, thank you all genuinely so much for bearing with us. We've got a light this week, haven't we? We've got the big light up. And this week, do you know what we're going to be talking about?
Bats.
Bats. That's because because you know Batman, don't you? I'm the Batman. But this time we're doing the Mothman. The Mothman. Do you know anything about the Mothman?
He flies.
He does fly. Now,
Like this one.
like the bat. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you all about the Mothman. Are you ready? Right. The Mothman is a humanoid creature. Do you know what that means?
It's when it's half creature, like in the middle of its, like here, and that means the other bit is like a human.
You're genuinely very close. So you remember when we learned about werewolves
Yeah.
and the skinwalkers, where they were half wolf but they look like a man? That's what this is. It's humanoid. So it's a creature that's got human form. Now, the humanoid creature was first reportedly seen in Point Pleasant, that's in West Virginia, America, in November 1966. Now, that's a long time ago, isn't it? Now, the first newspaper report in 1966 was titled, "Couple Sees Bird, Creature, Something." The national press picked up on it and reports spread all across America, and the story and the legend was began of the Mothman. Now, there's been a lot of movies. There's been a movie about Mothman, which is a bit of a horror, so we won't be watching that. Will you be watching that? No, you will not. So there's movies about it and stuff, but basically a lot of people think this is a big humanoid creature with wings. It wasn't seen properly, so it had like a 10-foot wingspan, which is it's much bigger than that. Right? It had a big wingspan, and it was in the shadows, so they couldn't see what it looked like or anything like that. And it was seen on a bridge. Now, the first sighting was a young couple called Roger and Linda. And they were with their friend Steve and Mary, and they told police they saw, excuse me, still got a sore throat, a large grey creature whose eyes glowed red when the car's headlights picked it up, and they described it as a large flying man with a 10-foot wingspan, and it followed their car while they were driving. If that was following our car, would you be scared? What would you do? What would you do if you looked up and saw a giant man flying, not like Superman, following your car? What would you do?
I think I would call the cops.
You'd call the cops? You're so American. I'd call the cops. You'd call the police.
Yeah.
I know we're on it, but curse you, YouTube. So they actually also rang the police, and they described it to them as a large man flying with a 10-foot wingspan following the car. Then 2 volunteer firemen, so you can trust firemen, they said they saw a large bird with red eyes, and Mason County Sheriff George Johnson commented he believed that it was just a large heron, and he contacted the National Wildlife Association of America, and they said that it was just a chance that it was a big bird that was off its migration. But Neil Partridge, who was a contractor, that means he works in buildings, he told them that when he shone his flashlight up in the sky, he saw the Mothman as well. And then, do you know what he lost?
What?
He lost his German Shepherd. His Alsatian, his big dog, went missing. And do you know who he thinks stole his Alsatian?
The bat.
The Mothman. So Mothman's that big, apparently it ate a dog. Do you think you'd be able to eat Jasper?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the following year, in December, a year to the day, 1967, the Silver Bridge, a big bridge in America where
It's
Mothman...
big.
Massive. Bigger than the Tyne Bridge.
Tyne Bridge.
It collapsed and it killed 46 people. But that is where the Mothman was sighted. So that gave rise to a legend that Mothman predicts catastrophes. Now that would be a wild leap. If you only seen Mothman once and there was a catastrophe, that would be a wild leap, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But it's happened more than once. In Russia, in 1999, so Daddy was alive then. I'm not going to tell you how old I was. In 1999, in Moscow, Russia, it was foreshadowed, it predicted the bombing of a Russian apartment block. So Mothman got seen, and then a big apartment block was bombed. And then one of the worst disasters in human history, Chernobyl, which is a big nuclear reactor in, I believe it's the Ukraine. It blew up. It killed a lot of people. It was horrible. It was horrific. But some people, a scientist and some workers, saw a bird-like creature similar to a man's appearance gliding in the air near the power plant. Now, that begs the question, is Mothman a premonition of disaster, like many think it is, or is it just a large bird that people have seen? What do you think?
I think it's not a large bird.
You don't think it's a large bird?
Mm-mm.
You think it's a premonition of disaster?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think Mothman's just a big heron, a big bird, an owl carrying something? Or do you think Mothman tells you when disaster's going to happen? If you see a Mothman, let us know so we can never go near where the Mothman was seen. Yeah? Now, do you feel safe because Mothman was only ever seen in America? Does that make you feel a bit safer?
No.
No.
So that means if I go to that place, that means I'm never going again.
You're never going to West Virginia?
Mm-mm.
West Virginia! Because the parents were thinking that. I've got some bad news for everyone that lives in the UK. Do you live in the UK? Yes, you do. The United Kingdom, you live in England.
Oh.
We have our own Mothman. But we didn't look at him and go, well, that's a moth, like an American would. We have, do you want to guess what he is?
Mothman?
Are you? Owlman. Owlman. We've got Owlman. He's in Cornwall, down south. And in 1976, two girls were on holiday in Cornwall when they seen a large bird-like man hovering and flying above a church. And they heard a scream. Rah! That scared them. And they ran back to their hotel, caravan. I'm assuming caravan, it's England. They ran back to their caravan and told their dad. Now, do you know what their dad done?
Went to go and look.
Not only did he go and look, but he got that scared, he cancelled the holiday and drove them home.
But sometimes, because we live in it, if you want to come and see us, you can come and see us.
Who can come and see her?
Any YouTubers?
Any YouTubers want to come and see him? Apparently, open invitation. Job's a good one. And also, the same year, later in the year, another two girls who were on holiday said they were confronted by a big owl, as big as a man, with pointy ears, glowing eyes, and pincer-like claws. Now, Owlman wasn't just sighted twice. He's been sighted in 1978, 1979, 1989, 1995, and according to legend, a loud owl-like screech could be heard at night in Molyneux Churchyard in the year 2000. So Owlman was spotted only 22 years ago.
And that's a long time. And we're gonna go hunting once.
We're going to go hunting an owl, man.
Mm.
Emma is desperate to go out in the field and do some hunting. The problem is it'll all be a little bit sporadic and chopped together. I don't really do much video editing. But if you would like to see me and Emma go hunting for Owlman, what should they do?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe and comment. Put go hunt. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's change that, because that go hunt, parents, you know what I'm thinking. Also, like, there's an MP called Hunt. Put search for Owlman. Yeah?
Yeah.
Search for Owlman. If we get 10 comments that say search for Owlman, me and Emma will go out into the woods and search for an Owlman at night.
Yeah. And we do have a woods next to the farmer's field, so we might go in their woods, or we might go on a map to see if there's more woods in our street.
Yeah, we've got woods around the corner, but also around the corner from us, we have an old lookout post from the war, and I've heard it's haunted. So maybe one night, if we do a ghost story, people could put ghost hunt, and me and Emma could go out looking for ghosts. But
yeah.
That's it for this week. Have you enjoyed Mothman?
Yeah. And we've got this house somewhere, and it's a bit crazy and it's a bit scary. So if you want us to go hunt in that creepy house, then we can.
Yeah, we can go ghost hunting. We can look for whatever. And we want to make this channel. If you enjoy it, we want to make it for people, don't we? Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, click the little love heart. Emma loves a little love heart. And sorry that it's took an extra week to get this out.
Yeah.
Monday, Halloween, we're going to do some real ghost stories. Emma has actually spoken to a ghost. I don't think she remembers, but I'll tell you all about that. But for now, it's goodbye from me.
And Emma,
thank you so much for watching Kids Paranormal. See you next time. Bye!
Bye!